Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and yes, you too, the children of the coin. It's the light-skinned simmer Ajax87 back with another DCS the Star Citizen newbie video. And as everybody knows by now, 3.19 update has come through. Now, with me being a new player with barely 10 hours of playtime under my belt, I guess this is a good time or opportunity for me to be able to go in and see what the differences are. Started on 318 and of course this week 319 dropped. So hopefully there are some notable differences. Before I was real frustrated with a lot of mechanics of the game because some things I just couldn't do. There were at least about 12 missions that I missed out on, and as a new player, missing out on completed missions and making money is detrimental. So a lot of them were some of the mercenary missions where you had to go take out X number of mercenaries, and I would get to the last one, and the last one would always be stuck behind some freaking elevator, or he would be like floating out somewhere or stuck in between the wall of a ship or something crazy to where I couldn't actually complete the mission, and that would be like 30 to 45 minutes of my time taken, and I only get about an hour of time to play, and if I'm lucky maybe an hour and a half or so, but that was just a lot of time wasted and a lot of money missed out on, so that frustrated me a lot. And I did some other investigation missions where you were required to search certain characters, and when I would try to do the search wouldn't work, or it would just sit there and look crazy, and so things were just ridiculous in that respect. But the first mission of 319 that I did last night, I did a normal mercenary as a bunker mission, and I went out to the bunker, and so I get down there, and they always say, look for the blue Dorito, look for the blue Dorito. Well, blue Dorito doesn't show up, so I'm like, okay, well, who are these guys, these security guys? They look relatively new, but as you can see, I was like, well, what's going on there? They're red. Well, deductive reasoning, I'm assuming that since it's a new armor set, but it's red, that's security guys, right? So, as you can tell by my current location, I'm at everyone's all-time favorite place, Kessler Rehabilitation, excuse me, I enunciated that all wrong. And if you want to know how I got there, again, that was from the very first mission. I saw this character. I assumed it was a security guard, so I stood there and just looked at him, waited to see what they were gonna do, because I couldn't tell if it was Nine Tails with new clothing or what it was. Turns around, he looks at me, and he starts shooting. So I'm like, oh crap, that's an enemy. Let me duck down for cover. Waited for a little bit, they were still shooting. So I was like, oh snap. And he was walking toward me looking for me. So I'm like, well, I can't die right now. So I pop out the side, pop him a few times in the head. He dies. Next thing you know, I got a level 3 crime stat, and I'm trying to figure out, yo, what happened? Where was the blue Dorito? The guy shot at me. How did I get a level 3 crime stat? Somebody help me, save me, Lord. So flew around, tried to figure out how to get rid of this crime stat. Dumb me, silly me, I went and tried to go and do some stuff, right? To get rid of my crime stat. So, I went and bought me some tiger claws and all that stuff because that's all that was there in Grim Hex. So, I went over to, the space station, security station, Kyra, or whatever, however it's pronounced anyway, over there, and got my ship there. I hid, got close to it. I was all good, and somehow a couple of missiles found me through the station, destroyed my ship. I ejected just in time, landed on the platform, got inside the facility, got right there where the console was, pulled out the tiger claw, got ready to slip it in, and nothing happened. I was like, Lord have mercy. A brother just wants to clear his name. It wasn't even me, Lord. I ain't even do it. I was acting in self-defense. Somebody help me. Where's my attorney? They ain't give me no trial or nothing, boy. So, needless to say, I got shot in. See, the thing was, I had a weapon, but I didn't want to kill anyone because I wasn't trying to kill anyone. I was trying to, I was trying to keep from getting a higher level crime stat. So I was going around, punched a few people. I think I knocked out about 3 different agents, and everything was good. And then I get to the terminal and it just wouldn't load. So obviously they shotgunned me to death and I woke up here. So now I gotta serve my time and go work these rock mines busting bricks. And yeah, this is fun time. Not really. So anyway, this is my first time in prison. I was trying to avoid prison because, you know, my style of gameplay doesn't really, you know, encompass me doing much crazy. So let me see how much time I
Ready to
have
take
left
the
here.
next step on the road to rehabilitation?
Oh
Find
look, I
time
am
today to
eligible
think
for
about how
release.
you
Look at
can
that.
make amends for
That's
all the
cool.
wrongs you've done.
Mere
Any
contribution,
negative can
original
become a
sentence.
positive with a little bit of work.
Okay, that's cool. Well, never mind. I thought I was gonna have to go mine these rocks. Praise be the glory to the Lord. So what do? Just walk out? I ain't trying to go to the mines. Where's the thing? I ain't trying to do inmate repair maintenance. Where's the exit? So I should, in theory, be able to walk through this door, right? I don't know what I'm supposed to do. It says I'm eligible, right? Oh man, that guy died. What happens if I go this way? Am I gonna die? I don't know what's gonna happen. Like I said, I've never been to jail.
Attention! Attention! Please direct your attention towards the front gates. One of our guests has completed their rehabilitation
Oh,
and is
cool.
being released. Let's
Oh,
give them
sweet.
a round of applause.
I can
Good
leave.
luck back in the world, civilian.
Oh, this is great. This is cool. Like, I'm so used to like something random happening and like me dying over something stupid. Due to your crime stat, local authorities have incarcerated you after regeneration. But I thought they said I was done. Isn't that what I was supposed to do? Call it elevator. Why is my crime stat still here? See, that was the other thing I was gonna say. I went and paid my crime stat like a dummy, and it was like 32,000 credits or whatnot. And yeah, it didn't remove the crime stat, and I found out later. Uh oh, what's happening? Oh Lord, what's happening? Uh, okay, that's cool. Anyway, I paid my crime stat, and nothing happened. It said I didn't have a crime stat anymore, and everything was good, and blah blah. I get up, and yeah. Oh, sweet, I'm free. Praise the Lord, I'm free. I'm no longer bound. No more chains holding me. Ooh, do I still get my stuff? Oh, they confiscated all my stuff. Oh, wait, nope, that's still on my back. Actually, wait, I didn't bring anything with me because I knew when I assaulted the thing, I just knew I was going to go to jail. So I didn't bring anything with me because I didn't know how that was all going to work. But cool, we's good, y'all. We's good. So, anyway, I escaped from prison, so that's cool. Uh, I'm assuming that my time to be served is in real server hours because when I left, I had like 2 hours left after mining rocks and all that stuff. So that experiment was good. So that means I am clear and free. Anyway, during that time in there, I did get to learn the mechanics of, you know, mining and all that stuff. So that was cool. But yeah, anyway, sorry, I got sidetracked about 3 different times. Where in the feces, ooh, excuse me, am I? Alright, well, let me go call my ship. Yeah, I got some stuff in teens that I want to do because I need to make this money back because I wasted 32,000 trying to pay on this freaking uh oh, I'm already down here. What am I doing? I wasted all that money paying trying to get rid of a crime stat and nothing happened. So I know next time just don't pay it. If I can try to break in, I almost got my name cleared. If I hadn't got confused or just didn't figure out how the system worked, I probably would have got my name cleared because they couldn't see me where I was, and wasn't until I started moving around it just was like, well, I don't know what to do, so I just stood up and
Welcome to the
they
ASOP
shotgunned me
vehicle
to death.
retrieval
So
system.
yeah, that was all she wrote. But anyway, so that's what we're here now. I was going to have a long thing about being in jail, but now that I'm free, I'm all good. Oh, sweet, it's already here? That's perfecto. It's the perfecto.
Vehicle selected.
Alright, so
Stand by.
anyway, some things to talk
Your
about.
vehicle has
Again,
been delivered to the
the
following
whole kind of
location.
theme and gist of this video was just to talk about my experience as a new user coming from DTS or DCS and the transition from 318 to 319. Um, so like I said, some of the things that I talked about before was a lot of people saying 318 had a lot of bugs in it, and it was more buggy than what the previous iterations were. And so 318 is all I know, so that's all I can compare it to. um, some of the things I talked about before, just about some of the missions not being able to be completed because the enemies getting stuck in wall, not being able to search things of that nature. It was just a little confusing, or just annoying, if you will. But anyway, here's our lovely Mustang. When that update came, all of my weapons got detached because I had some weapons on these pylons here, and when 319 hit, all of my inventory came back to my home site and all of my weapons were taken off. And yeah, so I don't even know, I gotta make sure my helmet's on. Let me get in here. But yeah, so that's how all that kind of went down. um, Now 319 is supposedly supposed to fix some of those 30k errors and some of those errors with the AI getting stuck and all of that jazz. So
Your
far we're
journey
gonna
begins
try
now.
some of that out. I want to
All
do a
systems
mercenary mission,
operational.
and let's see if I can recoup that money. And as you can see, it takes me 3 times just to activate the freaking menu. So we're gonna do that there. My exit
Your
is
page
above me.
launch.
Alrighty. So yeah, anyway, after 10 hours, 11 hours of playing, I don't know, when the game works, it's good. But when you keep missing out on money, it's annoying. It's very annoying, and it makes me not want to play the game at all. It makes me want to tell other people, don't play the game, because it's just going to be a waste of your
Launch
time.
complete.
And so, I have a couple of people that I'm trying to get to join in with me, but I'm a little reluctant to tell them to join because of my experience. The servers are just trash. I
Landing
mean,
gear.
it
Retractor.
seems like it's gotten better so far, but I don't know. It's just, I've been trying to test things out to see how they're going to be. And so, yeah. But anyway, I'm gonna try to go and find a mission to do. And once we find one, let's see if this has a good one. Halt
Thank you.
intelligence.
Please visit again.
I don't know if I want to do those. I'm gonna go try another one. When we find a decent one to do, then we will see you back here. So anyway, we're back at my home place of R-Corp here in 19 and all of that. I'm coming back here because I want to see if I can get the ship manager loadout shindig to work, because I was not able to get it to work before. And it was kind of annoying because once the 319 hit, my weapons got undone, and so I was not able to get them to work, or get them to get attached, because the ship loadout manager wouldn't work. So that was a little frustrating. So anyway, I'm trying to come back here and see if I can get it loaded out. Also too, I couldn't make it back here before I got put in jail accidentally, because it wasn't me. I didn't do it. If the shoe don't fit, then I'm not gonna quit, or whatever. Anyway, so with that being said, apparently Fleet Week is coming and will culminate with a free fly event, which essentially allows newbies like me to go take a look at some of the ship designs that are within the game itself. So that'll be interesting to do. I'll probably do a video on that. Ship Week will be tomorrow at the recording of this video, or not Ship Week, but free fly will start tomorrow at the recording of this video. So it could be today by the time you're seeing this. But anyway, I wanted to point out some other different things that I noticed as far as a little bit of compare and contrast with with Star Citizen and DCS. Why is it so dark out here? They need to do a better job with lighting because this is crazy. I mean, I guess this is relatively accurate with lights in my face, but anyway, yeah. Anyway, with that being said, I want to do, like I said, some compare and contrast between DCS and Star Citizen. Now, they both have been out around the same amount of time or around the same time frame. I think Star Citizen came out a little bit before DCS. Am I about to fly into a building? Yeah, DCS came out a little bit before Star Citizen. So, but again, they have about the same relative amount of development time. But it seems like DCS is a little more stable in its gameplay. However, its play itself is a completely different style. Like this is like a more open world, I guess persistent universe as you would call it. It's like consistently moving, and it's just built a little bit differently. However, with that comes all the bugs that I talked about previously, and those in like a alpha state and all of that. It I don't know, just this is just something that new players coming from DCS will want to be mindful of. So, um, Star Citizen has kind of a live variant, and it has a kind of beta similar to DCS. DCS has open beta, and Star Citizen will have what's known as a PTU, or I think a public test universe, which essentially all that means is just an area where players can go and test out whatever new updates that CIG is coming out with and all of that stuff. So did I put my gear down? I hope I did. But anyway, you can test out all those different things, and that's kind of similar to what DCS beta is. The only difference is that most players really play on open beta with DCS, and the stable version is kind of equivalent to Star Citizens Star Citizens live variant, if you will. So anyway, how do I get out of this thing again? Oh yeah, that button. With that being said, DCS comes out, when they come out with their updates, it's normally like large patches or little things like that. Most times DCS, even in its beta stage, is very stable, and I don't know, it just, for me, it always seems to work. I never had any issues with DCS, and just all those different things. This is what kind of the armor that those security guards were wearing. I bought this before the 319 update. But anyway, yeah, that's just kind of the comparison between the two, if you will. One thing to know for new players coming in Star Citizen, like DCS, the PTU is its own download. So, like DCS is open beta, if you want to play the PTU, you have to download uh, a whole new instance of Star Citizen. And just like DCS, none of your controls and all that stuff really cross over. Everything that you do in the PTU, from what I understand, also does not cross over. So if you're a new player, I wouldn't even bother with the PTU, because again, it's like a testing area. It's like a testing phase, if you will, to test new updates, which I think is kind of cool. DCS doesn't have that. It really doesn't need that per se. Open beta is good enough. What is this guy doing? You gotta pee. Oh, okay. Yep. So little stuff like that kind of gets annoying. Cause I've had that happen. You've seen it in my previous video, the first mission I did, where the AI just kind of magically disappears and all that stuff. Part of that may be due to my connection to the server, but a lot of people have been complaining about the server's trash, the server disconnects. And for a game that's primarily meant to be an MMO, you would think the first thing you would make robust is your server. So yeah, I'm just a little confused on what they're thought process was behind that. So let's see if the vehicle loadout manager works. Mostly all it does is do this. It just shows this up, up. Oh my gosh, it's working right now. I can't believe it. Port player systems. Maybe I can update it without touching anything. Is it gonna let me do the thing?
Thank you for
Oh
visiting
my
our
god, don't tell me I left
Stanford
it up.
capital of commerce.
I bet I
Whatever your
left. So when I
transaction,
change to
we
select
wish you a
this, this is
beneficial
what
and
it does the whole
prosperous
time.
day.
It just sits there. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't show anything up. And I don't know why it does that. It was doing that in 3.18 as well. So if y'all know a fix for that, please let me know in the comments. If y'all have some suggestions, recommendations, I've hopped out of servers, jumped back in
Your
servers,
personal
and
belongings are
really
your personal
doesn't
responsibility.
do
Monitor your
anything,
luggage at
if you
all
will.
times.
But yeah, that's essentially it. Kind of my thoughts so far. I was going to try to do a mission, but there are none available that I want to do right now. So, oh, I meant to use my knick-knack to see where all my stuff was. But yeah, those are just kind of my
For
thoughts
the
from a
latest
newbie.
travel
I
information,
had
be
over
sure to check the departure
300,000
and arrival boards
in
conveniently located throughout
currency,
the spaceport.
and when I thought I was paying off my shindig, yep, it's sitting up there, daggone. I thought when I was paying off my whatchamacallit that it would get rid of my crime stat, and it did not. So silly me, silly me. Let me see if there is a
It
contract out
takes
here that
all
we
of
want to
us
do.
working together to keep our codes safe
And
and secure.
come on,
Be vigilant
protect the
and
site.
report possible threats every time.
See, this protect the site was the one that I got screwed up on, that I shot the wrong person. So we'll tune in next time to see how my first mission goes. But this is Light Skin Sim Ajax
From
87,
transforming
and I'll
worlds
see
to
you all
exploring the
among the
stars.
stars.